additions, subtractions, divisions.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you for the question on the Holy Name.
You're welcome.
Actually, I feel very grateful I have this opportunity to place this question now. About the chanting of the Holy Name, we do it every day, and we know that that immediately it is the same as Krishna. So yesterday I was thinking on this matter, and I will expose in order for you to tell me if it is good reasoning or not. Okay. We know that the material senses need the gross feeding, right? If we say pizza, we will not get our stomach filled, but the Holy Name is different. So this characteristic of the Holy Name can be compared when one is stressed in the mind, and someone comes and says peace. Someone who has peace comes and says peace. The other person will listen and his mind will get peaceful. Can this be a way to understand this characteristic of the Holy Name?
You can try. If it works, fine. But still, peace, everybody knows that there's wars going on. So even if you say love and peace, the wars are still going on. You still lost the World Cup and you're still polluting the oceans. So just by walking around with a t-shirt saying peace, and giving out free hugs is not going to change the fact. It may help momentarily to give you a little moment of relief, but then you're back into anxiety mode. Because your mind immediately snaps back and says, hey, well, what about that bill which came this week, which I don't have the money to pay, and what about this person said about me, and what about, my toe which hurts, and what about, you understand? So it's very temporary. So we're not just looking for stopgap measures which make you feel good. This is not just a feel-good movement. We're not just doing occupational therapy here to, kind of readjust to the material world and be able to make it bearable and live a little better by leading a bit of a religious life, just so we can take care of our guilt and all our depression. No. Krishna consciousness is actually meant to attain Krishna. To actually hear and chant the holy name means you have a direct experience of the Supreme Lord. Now that's something very powerful, very, inconceivable to our mundane mind. But by doing it on a consistent basis, by doing it with other devotees, especially devotees who are serving and tasting the holy name, we can see how all of a sudden peace, becomes something you don't even worry about that much. The gopis were in constant anxiety about Krishna. They were not worried about being peaceful. They were in anxiety. Maya Yashoda is thinking, if Krishna is not coming home and eating now, he will go hungry and he will die. So you have to come now and eat. Nanda Maharaj is waiting. Balaram. The gopis were in anxiety. Krishna is so soft feet. He's walking on the forest and there's these pebbles and stones and he's get hurt. They were in anxiety for Krishna. So to stop worrying about ourselves and to be bothered about our own peace of mind and our own salvation. Yes, I'm doing my spiritual practice. I'm a very good sadhaka. You can't achieve Krishna like that. Krishna runs faster than the mind. So why do we think we can catch Krishna? But as we see here in this story, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave himself to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya because his pure devotee had that desire, that strong desire, that Sarvabhauma will get the mercy. So we should strive to become the servant of the pure devotees. And then, if these great souls shower their blessings and their benevolent glance on us, then our life will become very peaceful and happy. And maybe we'll become full of anxiety. Huh? Are you ready to become full of anxiety? To become a little miserable? To spread Krishna consciousness? Or is it all about comfort zone? No, it's going to be good, It's going to be nice. Oh, we're going to a program? Okay, what's the venue? What's the menu? What's the mode of transportation? You know? Too many questions. And the wrong questions. Formerly, Prabhupada would say, you go to Russia, you preach. But Prabhupada, there is no vegetarian food there. Then eat meat if you have to. Preach. But what about my consciousness? Damn your consciousness. Preach. There is dozens and dozens of countries with no Krishna consciousness. You want to go to Angola? Go to Angola. Huh? So many places. Oh no, I gotta be, there's a nice place and nice deities and a lot of sadhu sangha and nice this and nice that, and then we wonder, why can't we get off the ground, you know? Why can't we get out of bed? Why are we too stuck in our own little world of I, me, and mine, and we're suffering, being captured by the mind? Because we never sacrifice, we never learn the art of actually doing something, not for our own sake, but for somebody else. That's why Vasudeva Datta is described by Srila Prabhupada. He's even greater than Lord Jesus Christ. Because simply by his wish, simply by his desire, by his honest desire to take all the karma of all living entities and suffer for them for infinite time, to make them go back to Godhead, he liberated the entire universe. Now we are far cry away from that. We even have a hard time, you know, tolerating our neighbor brahmachari who's snoring or who's taking too long time in the bathroom or in the, you know. If you can't find our spoon, we get quite agitated. So we got to work on the basics. If you want to be successful in Krishna consciousness, you have to learn the art of appreciating the devotees, serving the devotees, and the living entities. This is not a selfish process. This is not just about me. This is something bigger.
So, you have a marathon at the moment.
Yes, you have to take off.
Yeah.
Thank you for working overtime. Always remember, you don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the project. So I hope you'll make up that time on the street.
We'd like to announce
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai,
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai,
Jai.
Gaur Premanandi Hari
Hari
Om.
Om.